ask you this question. How many people do you know where the best day of their life might also be the worst day of our life? For our next guest, who you'll meet in moments, he was drafted June 10th by the Boston Red Sox just 16 days ago. That same day, he started chemotherapy treatments for lymphoma, an incredible range of emotions on a single day experienced by a great man by the name of Clate Schmidt. I want to mention this is a really stunning story of resilience for this young guy. He was drafted in the 32nd round. He's a Georgia kid. He's pitching in college for Clemson. He's 21 years old. Life couldn't be better. Just came off his junior season, 21 years old, going into your senior year of college. What a great time in life. Everything was great until it wasn't. It's a pleasure to have Clate join us tonight here on SportsCenter. First things first, just take me through that one day in your life I just talked about, from undergoing chemotherapy to that call from the Boston Red Sox.
It was something that was really, honestly depressing. The first part of the day, we were sitting on the back porch with my family, and we got the call from my doctor, and it sucked at the time, but we kind of had an idea that that could be something that was going to arise in our future. But going throughout the day and then getting the call from the Boston Red Sox, I mean, it was just something that you went from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs real quick, and it was something that I had to learn to deal with emotionally quickly. But it was such a roller coaster of a day.
I can imagine it's tough to do at any age, particularly for somebody that's 21 years old. I know you said you hadn't cried in a long time, but this particular day, with the way the day started and the day ended, you said you shed some tears. Can you kind of take me through it?
Yeah, I was sitting, like I said, I was sitting on the back porch with my family. And I'm not a kid that cries. My brother and I are both kids that are hard-nosed, grew up in a military family, and it was just something that was, I know what it's like to go through someone who has cancer. My grandfather had cancer, and I was there when I was 10, taking care of him and stuff. But it was just something that's it really was heart-wrenching to know that I worked so hard to stay healthy and do all the things right. And then you get that one phone call and it's something that you can't control, and it just happened. But you got to understand that it's something that you can beat. It's something that's hard work is going to be actually something that helped you. All the stuff that I'd done beforehand, the workouts and all that stuff, if I wasn't healthy, I could have been in a much worse situation. So it's just something where you had to find a silver lining in. And I think that it took me a minute, it took me by surprise, so I had to let out some tears. But after that, it was just something you had to attack.
Yeah, and speaking of a silver lining, being drafted by the Red Sox after undergoing cancer treatment. Now, John Lester pitched for Boston. He went through the exact same scenario you're talking about here in the public eye as an athlete battling cancer with that storied baseball franchise that you're now a part of. I've heard he's your idol, somebody you really look up to. Can you tell me a little bit about why?
Just someone who, when he's on the mound, he just attacks every hitter. He's got a mentality that he can't be beat. He doesn't back down to anyone. It's whether if he's in a 3-0 count or a 0-2 count. I mean, he just attacks every hitter with everything he's got. And being his story, I mean, it's so similar. It's kind of weird, but it's something that I really look forward to and hope to be able to kind of mimic his story and hopefully one day be able to get to the big leagues like he did.
You know, I think we might be able to help you mimic that story in just another way. You talked about a silver lining. I'm going to give you another one. I want you to listen to this, and you tell me. Before I let you go, I want to extend something on behalf of Mr. John Lester himself to you. Right after the All-Star break, from July 17th through the 19th, the Cubs are coming to play the Braves in Atlanta. You're sitting in Georgia tonight. We talked to Lester today. He told us he'd love to host you for all 3 games and meet you in person. What do you think?
What? Oh, my God. That's incredible. Wow. I'm really taken aback by it. I mean, I'm really, man. Thank you for the opportunity. I mean, that's going to be so cool. I can't wait to meet him and be able to go take my family and get to go see a couple games and be able to finally meet him. That's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't have to thank me. You want to thank John Lester. So in order to do that, keep your cell phone handy. And considering you're 21, I'm sure you don't leave anywhere without it. The next call might be from John himself. And when he does talk to you, we're going to be there. We're going to chronicle it on SportsCenter. It's going to be terrific. This is an amazing way to end the interview. I'm glad it's been touched. It's a sincere debt of gratitude from somebody like Lester. Real quick, if he is out there watching or somebody's going to send this to him, or can you tell me, if you could just talk to John Lester right now, what you think about that?
I would like to say, well, Mr. John Lester, thank you very much for the opportunity. I can't wait to meet you, and I really appreciate everything that you've done and being able to be a role model for not only me but for people behind me. And I can't wait to finally get to meet you.
Yep, don't miss that call tonight. And indeed, you can't wait to meet him.
Yes, sir.
We can't wait to chronicle it. Best of luck to you moving forward, and a great, great meeting with John Lester awaits, your childhood hero. Thanks a lot, Clate. Best of luck.
Thank you very much for having me.
You got it. And we're back tonight with more SportsCenter after this.